Welcome to another episode of Hack Time. Joining us today is the award-winning comedian, puppeteer and author Tehseen from the Nana G Show. We hope you enjoy.
Assalamu alaikum. So for the viewers who don't know you, do you want to just tell us a little bit what it is that you do and how you got into it?
My name is Tehseen and I'm a social media influencer and a puppeteer. I've been doing it for about 8 years now. Prior to that, I was in the music industry. I was a singer. But yeah, I've been doing this for about 8 years. And I got into this because I was into, I used to watch Jim Henson growing up. For those people who don't know who Jim Henson is, he was the person that created Sesame Street, created The Dark Crystal, created programs and movies and stuff with puppets and stuff. So I used to watch that growing up, and then I decided to buy my own puppet 8 years ago. Went on live on Facebook, started entertaining people, and then in the lockdown, my videos started going viral. When I started making videos that were relatable videos to the South Asian audience, I bought a character called Nanaji and created a brand around him.
So how did that come about? What made you think of sort of doing Nana G and hitting that audience?
I always wanted to get into the entertainment business, but I wanted to do something that was different. I didn't want to copy everybody else. I'm probably the only South Asian person right now who's doing this at a professional level. I don't see there's many. I don't think there's anyone in the whole of Europe that's doing what I'm doing, the way that I'm doing it. So I just wanted to be different. I didn't want to be like everybody else. I wanted to be like outside the box kind of person.
Yeah, that's fair enough. So where did the puppet thing come from? Have you always had a thing for puppets, or was it just because it was different?
Yeah, so I've always been into puppets, growing up and stuff, and I felt like there was nothing really out there that catered for a South Asian audience, apart from program that I used to watch in Pakistan called Uncle Sargam, but that was all in Urdu. So I wanted to cater to a British South Asian audience, and I was like, okay, it's the best way to do it. So I decided just to do it through puppetry.
Yeah. So obviously you've got Nana G. Do you have any other characters, or is that kind of your main one?
Nana G is my main one. I've got Nani G. I've got who's Nana G's wife. I've got Bashira, who's the granddaughter. Tariq I have as well. I have over 20 puppets all together in my house, so it's quite a big collection of stuff, and I'm thinking of more, but I've got people saying, "Oh, calm down," I have an obsession with the quirky stuff.
So, like when you coming up for ideas for videos or programs, how do you go about it? Is it like skits, or what's your creative process?
What I do is I'll start scrolling on social media and I'll see what's trending, and then I'll be like, okay, and then I'll sit down and I'll start, putting things together. I'll write stuff down, and then and that's it pretty much. Like I just think of ideas and I'll start filming and stuff, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah. So what's been maybe one of your biggest highlights so far?
My biggest highlight, quite a few actually. One of my biggest highlights is working with Tehseen and Abdullah Afzal. Obviously, these guys are quite big. I've got Tehseen who's from Man Like Mobeen, and Abdullah Afzal who's worked on Citizen Khan. I think that was my biggest highlight. I was really chuffed when I got the opportunity to work with both those guys. They're very humble, very decent brothers. And then doing the South Asian pantomime, that was my first big live gig, performing in front of like more than 1,000 people at one event. It was amazing. It was a surreal experience. Other highlight I think has been working on the web series, putting that together. it was called Gobi Express. I had Abdullah, Tez, a couple of the influencers and stuff on there. And then, yeah, the book that I've created called Ghulam and the Gulab Jamun Factory, the love that I've got for that, like I've had a couple of interviews with BBC and whatnot and stuff, and it's people are really like enjoying it, and they're telling me that they really like the book and stuff, and pretty much I think everything that I've done so far for the past 8 years has been a highlight for me, because of the love that I've got from people and stuff.
Yeah, so what's it like working for the BBC?
I don't work with BBC. I've been interviewed with the BBC.
Yeah.
But I've done something for Amazon Prime. I mean, going into the BBC studio is like a dream come true. Like, knowing that this is what you wanted when you were a child, and then finally getting into the studios, even if it's for an interview, is an amazing feeling. And because my whole goal is to bring my mission statement for the Nanaji show is bringing smiles to people's faces and also promoting the South Asian culture, and I'm getting to do that. But not am I only getting to do that, I'm doing that and taking it to BBC studios, and it's an amazing feeling just to showcase what I can do to people.
Yeah, definitely. So that brings us on to an interesting question, because there's a lot of sort of negative misrepresentation in media of like South Asian community and like Muslims in general. Is that something that you take into consideration when making your content?
Sorry, say that again.
So obviously there's a lot of misrepresentation in the media around sort of South Asians and Muslims. So when you're creating your content, is that something you take into account to try and maybe put a more positive spin on things?
I do try. I mean, when I make videos, I try to send a message in the videos and stuff. And my videos are catered towards everyone. My videos are catered towards everyone. I try to kind of, make us look, positive, like Muslims, put them in a good light. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. So what's it like going to sort of book signings or meeting parents and children? We've actually gone and read your books. How's that?
It was an amazing feeling again. Seeing parents come up to me and say they love the book that I wrote, and they got the message that I put in the book, because in my book the message that I wanted people to know was first of all, for the kids to respect their parents, the importance of unity and family, family unity, and also the importance of never ever giving up when it comes to chasing your dreams and wanting to do something in life. So for parents to come up to me and say, right, we love the book because of this message that you put in there, it was an amazing experience. Seeing kids sat there reading the book, or messages that I've received from parents saying that my kid's on chapter 11 already, he's already picked the book up, he's reading and stuff. It's amazing. It shows me that the hard work that I've put into the book has paid off. Yeah,
definitely. So do you have any future projects that you're working on?
Yeah. One of the projects I'm working on is I like to turn the book into hopefully a film and a live theatre performance as well. So I'm working towards that next. But my main focus at the moment is Ghulam and the Gulab Jamun Factory. But that's what I want to do. I want to get it more out there to a bigger mainstream audience.
Yeah, sounds really exciting. So if you could give some advice to your younger self, what would it be?
To my younger self?
Yeah.
To my younger self? I don't know, to be honest. The advice I'd give to my younger self is not to give up. The advice I'd give to my younger self is the advice I give to anyone, young, that kind of, wants to kind of do something that they love, is to never give up, keep going, and, always thank Allah as well, praise Allah, thank Allah. That's That's the biggest thing, and always be humble. That's the advice I'd give to my younger self, and also, the younger generation that's watching this right now.
Yeah. So switching tunes a bit, what about, why don't you tell us a little bit about some of your puppet characters? So obviously everyone knows a lot about Nana G, but what about some of the other characters?
So, I had Nana G and Nani G when I first started, and then obviously I introduced Tariq and Mabushra, and Tariq and Mabushra represent some of the new generation, that are a bit off the rail. So I wanted to create characters that they could relate to and stuff, and they've done really well actually. They're really, really well, better than what I expected, because I didn't know what to expect. One's a young Jacked lad who's into rapping and stuff like that, and I didn't realize my rapping videos would go viral. They've been going viral like mad. A couple of famous people have been resharing them and commenting, like Bobby Friction from BBC Asia Network and stuff, like, oh, these raps are really good and stuff. And then I've got Mubashira, who's into makeup and eyelashes and all that kind of stuff, you know what I mean, fashion and whatnot. She's been quite popular amongst the young girls and stuff like that. So they're two characters. I've got another character who's an Arab Sheikh, who I need to still work on. I've got loads of different, but yeah, they're the main ones that I'm actually working at the moment.
Yeah, it sounds like there's enough to work with and create enough content for people to enjoy. Do you have any closing comments or anything you wish to share?
Well, at the moment, I've got my book out called Ghulam and the Gulab Jamun Factory. I created it because I wanted to promote the South Asian culture. I wanted to pass down my experiences and the things that I've experienced and I've learned to the younger generation. So I want to get this book out there. Like I said, it's got a couple of important messages in there. First message being obviously the importance of family unity, respecting your parents, and never giving up. Please buy my book. It's available on Amazon, and also again, I said this to everyone: never ever give up. Whatever it is that you want to do, go out there and do it. The biggest regret you'll have is what if, and you don't want to live that life. What if I did this? What if I did that? Just go out and do it. Sometimes you know what, you can, it feels like things are not going right for you, but you still keep going. The failures that you go through in life are things that you need to learn from. You learn from them, and then eventually you'll get to where you need to be.
That's great. So where can people find you?
You can watch me on TikTok, the Nana G Show, Instagram. I'm on LinkedIn as well for those businesses that are watching it. YouTube and Facebook, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much everywhere. Right. Well, I think that pretty much brings us to a close. Greatly appreciate your time, because we know that you're very busy, and wish you the best of luck in everything you do.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your time, man.
No problem. Take care now.
Take care,
Bye.
We hope the viewers will find this episode as interesting and entertaining as we did. Remember to follow, like and share at Hack Impressions. Take care everyone, until next time, Assalamu alaikum.